skill.
No, you just go against your dexterity. So as you're walking along, now I want you all to make a, I believe it's wisdom perception check.
What do
I roll for that?
A whopping 13!
20. Still.
An 8.
I nat one that shit.
Okay. What did you get, Jonathan?
13.
13. Okay. Everyone else is just sort of, like, losing it based on how annoying Podgrick is. Atticus, you are deliberately plugging your ears and just being like, stop.
Nah.
Stop.
Nah.
I'm gonna actually go ahead of the party just to get away from Podgrick on the pretense that I'm going to scout ahead.
Okay. Davey,
I'm gonna follow Davey because I just want this to end.
There was a badger at the mouth of the tunnel. But oddly enough, when he sees you, he doesn't freak out or anything. You actually see he might be grinning as he just goes back into the tunnels.
That's not good.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, we shouldn't go in there.
I'm gonna look around. This smells bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue following Davey because it is even further away from Podgrick.
Alright. As you look around, you find the entrance. It's basically just a sort of like a little mound, a hole in the ground. The tunnel that it opens into does look large enough to allow for you to walk in single file. It's not extremely well lit, but you do see at least one torch as you go, as you look into the hole. Other than that, you're basically in the middle of plains and you don't really see anything else.
I'm gonna tell Atticus, hey, you wait here. And what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to sneak off and just kind of do like a sneak around the area to see if there's any other entrances. That way, if there's any badgers watching, they'll think I'm still there because they'll see Atticus. In reality, I'm kind of sneaking around.
All right.
I'm okay. I agree with Davey. While he says that, I'm gonna just kind of look for little stuff on the ground or look around me. Not so much for badgers, just something to entertain me while he's gone. Maybe something that they've dropped, something I can study. Think like Little League, like outfielder, like kicking the rocks around, trying to find an interesting rock.
Okay.
Look at the clovers.
You find a small doll near the entrance.
Don't touch it, it's probably haunted.
It's too late, I've already picked it up.
Shit.
Yes, actually.
A dog
It's
toy?
a squeaky toy.
A squeaky toy.
Yeah. It's a doll fashioned after, let's say, just basically it looks doggish, as much as a regular kid's doll looks like a human. Okay.
I hold on to it and
Jonathan?
I put it in my pack so I can maybe return it if it belongs to somebody.
How wide of a radius are you doing for this search?
I'm gonna say my dude would do a 60-foot radius.
Okay. Within that radius, you don't notice any other entrances.
You can turn it down
Gotcha.
just a little.
Who?
Just
Josh. Sorry.
Oh.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealth sneak back over there.
All right. Jasper, make a perception check.
What is perception?
The check you just made with plus wisdom, if you don't have the perception skill.
Got an 11. Apparently
Okay.
this. Hold on. Do I need to go put the dice are trying to kill me shirt on because I can do that?
No, you are not spooked by Jonathan or Davy showing back
That's a
up.
silly excuse for a dice roll.
Yes, it is. We haven't gotten to the meat of it, so I can be silly. Alright.
You're gonna be like,
So-
you need a strength check to be able to stand up.
You hear Podgrick still going on. Rosa, what is your reaction to Podrick's droning?
I think Rose is the only one listening at this point.
Yes, she is the only one that kept walking with you.
He has no social awareness either. He's let us like
Please?
the book, so he just
That
keeps
was my
talking.
reaction.
Oh, I didn't see. I am not
Your
watching.
character's
I
true
have
to life.
too much other stuff. Let's see.
I was snoring.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I'm just daydreaming, just letting him talk and uh-huh,
Alright.
uh-huh. Great, yeah. Uh-huh.
Long story short, all of you are at the entrance to this tunnel now. What do?
How big is the tunnel? That's my first question. Do I fit?
Yes, it looks like you would fit.
Okay.
It's 1 by 1, or not 1 by 1.
Oh god.
It's
Nope.
Doberman would not fit in a 1x1 tunnel.
basically it looks like you'll be able to fit, only having to crouch slightly. You will have to go single file, but you're not going to be cramped.
Okay.
I let everybody know that I found the child's doll. I say, hey, I think we might be onto something here. Just letting them know.
Okay?
Alright.
Alright. So, do you enter?
Who goes first? I say the guardian goes first.
Oh god. The fattest one
Is that-
goes first.
Is that meta knowledge telling you to go first?
I'll go first because I'm stealthy. Sneak
Oh,
in.
All
there
right.
you go.
Sneaky beaky like.
Has Podrick stopped his droning?
Yes, I have. I have stopped my droning. I'm in
Alright.
super serious mode now.
Alright, then I see Davy, start going in. And I light one of my candles, and I don't so much follow right on his heels, but I start walking towards the entrance of the cave as well.
Okay. Alright. So, you go along. I assume that all of you are walking into the tunnels, or are you waiting for some sort of sign?
Give me I say give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just because I have to give a sign that could pose us if the other people hear the sign.
I'm
So
gonna
give me
stand
5
here
minutes.
and stretch so I can get ready to
Work the kinks out.
cram myself into this hole.
Alright. Davy, you walk down the tunnel. You see that it goes on for...
I want to point out
About-
that I'm trying to be stealthy when I do this. Trying to sneak.
Okay. Alright. You go on, and it's pretty nondescript tunnel. No twists and turns or anything. You do see at some points other tunnels join into it. But it looks sort of like they're all funneling towards one direction.
Oh shit! That band.
Yes, you hear annoying pop music from the end of the tunnel. No.
I wasn't prepared for this. Bail out.
I see Davy running. I gallop.
Set the cave on
behind
fire. Those pups are dead.
So,
Badgers, not
going
spiders.
along, basically it looks like a reverse sort of chicken foot where the tunnel you're going along, and then you'll see other tunnels going like this into it. And so, going along, and you eventually go into, it almost looks like an antechamber. The room is, let's say, 30 feet wide, a little bit taller, or the ceiling is a little bit higher, and you see two exits. One has no door, it's just a hole in the dirt, and it looks like it's going down a long tunnel, and you can see it's oddly well lit. The other is a just wooden door.
I'm gonna listen at that wooden door, and then if I don't hear anything, I'm gonna double back to the rest of the group.
Okay. You do not hear anything at the wooden door.
Alright, I'm gonna start doubling back to find the rest of the group.
Okay.
In my, like, slowly wandering through the entrance of this tunnel. It, you know, in my looking around the entrance to this, or, you know, slowly walking into this tunnel, just kind of looking here and there with my candle, have I found anything else of note that could have been dropped by badger or dog alike?
No, not really. It does seem to be a well-traveled tunnel, but nothing else in particular catches your eye.
Good
You see
housekeeping.
Davy coming back.
I'm gonna
He seems
take out my
scarred from some
lantern
sort of
and
sound that he heard. No.
take out my lantern and use Atticus's candle to light it, and then like hand the lantern to Atticus.
Okay. Atticus, do you take the lantern?
I've got the lantern and I blow out my candle and put it back in my little, like, my pouch.
Okay.
Alright.
So, are the rest of you ready to go in?
I guess. A little more limber.
Alright. So, you arrive at this antechamber, and what do you do?
This is before the door, right?
It is the room with the dirt entrance into what looks to be a long hallway, though with a very high ceiling from what you can tell,
And plenty of light.
and a wooden door in the same room.
Guys, I saw one of the badgers earlier. He wasn't this tall. I really hope there aren't some really tall badgers in here. I don't know why they'd need a cavern this big to live in, but it's kind of weird, guys. I kind of, like, hold the lantern up, kind of, like, look around. Not so much
Okay.
looking for anything, I'm just, like, examining the sides of this chamber.
Yeah. You see that there are 2 torches at either side of the wall. But,
Lit, unlit.
lit. But, other than that, not much.
Is there anything that indicates this was not built by badgers?
No, this does seem like badger, construction. Who was it that made the culture check?
That was me. Do they normally build such high ceilings?
No. That is a bit odd to you.
Okay.
Podgrick will drone on about the idea of giant badgers being ridiculous.
Alright.
Clearly they had dogs for help.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, they could have done this, but they just usually don't.
That's weird.
Or clearly they have done this there must be dogs living down here. Or cats, even worse.
Cats?
No cats. There's no cats here.
Everyone in the party's ears just like get all of a sudden.
I'll pull my hoodie
the
down
fur on
lower.
the back of your neck raises.
Yeah. Someone
Best
say
thing about
Ears
cats
are up.
is when you use them to make clothes.
Oh.
There's this one cat I didn't meet him. He read in a book, and then start talking about the cat from from the book that started my journey. So now you,
David
I'm
just
talking
kinda,
to
like,
you.
gives
Well,
a sidelong
I'm
glance
talking
and
to
is like,
Davey
While
about this
Atticus
cat.
starts
and Podgrick
Giving
is
his
Podgrick.
life story, what do the rest of you do?
I keep shaking my head at Atticus. Say, nope.
I'm just gonna slowly wander around, try to just look around the room, wait for him to shut up.
Alright.
Let's see.
As I've
I'm
said,
gonna go
the
listen
room
for the
itself
doorway again.
is... Huh?
I'm gonna listen at that doorway again.
Okay.
See if I hear anything now.
No.
I look a little bit disappointed when he
But-
walks away from me to see